final judgment. This is it. We have no more time.
Hi guys, it's Tizzy. I'm a YouTuber based in Nigeria. I watch lots of movies, so you don't have to. And I love to dish out my honest opinion. I'm going to be reviewing a mind-bending suspense TV series called Manifest. On Netflix just released the second half of the season 4. I'm going to be diving straight into it. The first half of the season 4 ended with the government rounding off all the passengers and placing them in a confinement.
We are to detain every passenger until further notice.
Zeke dying and giving up his life for Cal.
Can save all of us, but who can save Cal?
This is the way it has to be.
What's going on? Can I wait till I get home?
I won't be here when you get home.
No. Come on, stay with me. Come here.
I'll see you again under the stars.
Angelina's still on the run with the freaking sapphire just burnt into her skin or whatever that was.
Blessed are they who hunger and thirst after righteousness.
Carl decided that the very best way to save everybody from the dead date was to merge the two sapphires together. And mind you, first half of the sapphire is with Angelina and the second half is with him. And Angelina, being who she was not ready to give up what she had to save everybody because she's on team let everybody die, bro. They discovered they had to go to all the way where Sam threw away the ark in one of the seasons earlier. That ark contained sapphire. My boy had to take one for the team, sacrifice himself, went into the place where this whole sapphire was, and boom, Cal disappeared. Boom, a whole freaking new plane emerged from the Earth crust.
Cal sapphire. Combined with a piece of Noah's Ark, 2 sapphires. I think it's the final step. The brain, it's our version of the scales.
All right. Time for a judgment.
Now all of them had to get inside the plane to escape, like more like a Noah's Ark kind of thingy. When the plane finally landed, it took them back 5 years ago when all these shenanigans started. Carl and Olive went back to being kids. We saw Grace back reuniting with Ben. We saw Zeke. We saw like literally like the only people that lost their lives were literally the evil people like Angelina. The ending didn't really give.
It was supposed to give, but it did not give what needed to be gave.
And that ending looked more like winged. I have already made peace with the fact that Grace died. So to see her reuniting with Ben again was not really as traumatic as should have been. Somebody gotta die in this type of movies, right? It didn't really bring much action because I mean she wasn't even part of the passengers, neither was she. The only good thing I feel like she brought to the show was giving birth to Eden. At the ending we see Michaela reuniting back with Zeke, but now all of the passengers still had the memory of what happened, like, you know, the years they lost or the previous year that everything has gone back, but the people they reunited with didn't recall. It was just like that plane arriving back the same day it left. And it got me thinking, Michaela getting back with Zeke too. I already made peace with Zeke dying. Her character was just that one of those characters that shouldn't just be paired with any love life because she didn't have any connection with Jared, she didn't have any connection with Zeke, and they was even married. They didn't have that spark, that romantic spark between Michaela and Zeke in there. When Zeke died, I feel like it was more like a good thing more than a bad thing. It allowed Michaela to focus on more situations. Them going back 5 years back and making Olive and Carl to be kids again. Now Carl has back his cancer and Olive is just, you know, just a naive kid back again. I mean, it's kind of like a good thing because she got the years she lost with her dad and her brother, but at the same time I feel so bad that Olive didn't like recall what happened because she wasn't on the plane. I wish they still didn't like do the ending that way, in the sense that if they were still grown-ups, Olive would have still retained her memory. Her smartness paid off because, mind you, Olive was the one that figured most of the things out. Like, she was really smart, she was really invested, even though like she had the most hurt because she was the one that had to like be an adult all of a sudden. And when the government confined Ben and the rest, she had to mommy Eden and Carl. You guys, Savik was literally my most favorite character. I feel like she was the one that fought the most battles I know you guys are going to think it's Ben. Abby fought the most battles equally hand in hand with Michaela and Ben. Even strong-willed, she was always ready to fight for what was right. She was the one that actually deserved a love life, and I would have loved to see her hit it off with Ben. Why Savvy was my favorite character was the ability for her to always like act crazy, act like she was having a panic attack, but still trying to hold it together. And my girl is Indian too, bro. Now we come to the antagonist of this show, which was Angelina. When they was on the plane, aka Noah's Ark, Angelina exploded. It was,
Oh my god, she's such a narcissist.
with everything Angelina has been done so far, that was just like dying in your sleep. What happened to Ben never even getting on the freaking plane in the first place? Ben still don't have to be the hero all the time. He don't have to be the saint all the time. He's not Jesus Christ. There would have been a lot of ways they would have punished Angelina rather than just giving her that bedtime story punishment. Egan and Andrean, it's crazy to see that they were saved because of they just gave a pep talk to whatever that was in the movie that was giving out the dead date.
Weber, I know he can be kind of a blowhard sometimes, but he's a good man.
You guys, Egan is like the
Take me
biggest
instead.
narcissist in this movie. So for him to be doing this is a very big deal. Oh, wow. Bro.
No, you don't do that. These people were just pure evil people regardless. Egan was ready to marry Angelina. No matter how much he knew that Angelina has done, he was still ready to save himself, put himself first, marry Angelina, ditch everybody. Either way, I'm glad that the show has finally come to an end, and the movie was really a roller coaster for us who has been here since day one, season 1, episode 1. It's cool to finally see it come to an end, but still, the ending didn't really give me the closure I needed.